Where better to judge the success of the Glasgow summit than the Bahamas? Because beyond the picture postcard image, this is a low-lying, storm-battered island nation on the brink.
How are you?
Fine, thank
Welcome
you.
back from Glasgow.
Yes.
And its Prime Minister's assessment of the world leaders' COP commitments is hardly glowing.
I invited them to be brave, to be courageous, and act. Because, as you said, it's a lot of fancy words. They don't seem to have any teeth to them. It's aspirational.
If at the end of this summit, this Code Red summit, they're talking only about aspirations. So is that success or failure?
Let me put it this way. I don't want to say success or failure. What I want to say is progress has been stagnant. Progress is stagnant. And I hope that we'll get out of this quagmire.
The Bahamas' contribution to global greenhouse gas emissions is just 0.01%, and yet this is where the impact of warming global temperatures is existential. 80% of the land here is 3 feet or less above sea level. And they say the weather is ever more extreme. Hurricane Dorian in 2019 was one of the most powerful ever recorded.
It's worrying for me because our islands are being swallowed up right now by rising sea levels, and it has to stop. If we are lucky, we may become refugees. If we are not lucky, we'll be swallowed up with the rising sea levels or wiped away by the more and more intense storms.
Among the Prime Minister's fears is the non-binding nature of pledges that are not promises, which could be scrapped as fast as governments change.
I think political change has been an enemy to success, and we need to find a way and a mechanism. This is the message I left when I left, mechanism to ensure that that political change will no longer retard any progress.
It sounds like you're worried that any progress that has been made could be undone quite quickly.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, it's the attitude of leaders.
And he had a word too on language. Prime Minister Johnson's repeated football analogy on humanity's struggle with climate change. Is this appropriate?
We all have our means of messaging and conveying our feelings to the general public. That's the way he's adopted to do it. I may not choose that way, because for me, enough is enough. This is serious business, and I think in our effort to convey the seriousness of the times and the consequences that could befall us all, needs serious language.
This is where the conclusions in Glasgow matter now. The alternative, they say, is that our children will tell theirs there was once a place called the Bahamas. Mark Stone, Sky News in Nassau.